offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Spinning away, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. Now Johnson. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Whoosh. The 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Johnson. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And now running right through him. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Oh, good foot. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Johnson. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. Skirts by him at the 35. 20. Whoa. Touchdown, Detroit. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Nice move at the 40.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his... And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's their quarterback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Oh, and now he bowls him up. Touchdown, Detroit. David Johnson. And the this offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. And they start the second half with Johnson. They find some open field here. Oh, and now some space to operate. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw now on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Look at the spin. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Their mobile quarterback. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Johnson. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, able to fight through one tackle. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They run. It's Johnson. And an alley to run. Whoosh. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. David Johnson, 70 yards. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Johnson. Whoosh. David Johnson on his way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added it. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Skirts by him at the 35. Fancy footwork at the 45. Dancing away at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75.